Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna clean the throttle body today, and hopefully that resolves the idle issue, and sometimes your car just die. Here's a little trick that I found out. You can take this out, kind of wiggle it a little bit. Like you say like that, and kind of wiggle it this way, and then kind of turn it, and then you can take it out. And then what you can do is you can stick it right there, and then you can have the hood all the way up, and then like that. Hood's out of the way. You're probably gonna need a lot of rack because the car is hot and the fluid gonna spill out for sure. Okay, we're gonna need a 12 and a 10. Just get a 12 and a 10. Right, let's take the intake off. Actually, take this out. Yeah, unplug this. Oh shit. Oh, this is a factory zip tie. How do you take this thing out? How do you take this thing out? Whoa! You sure? No, I don't think you have to cut them. No. Whoa! Wait! Whoa! Are you sure? Oh, dude. Really?
That's what we do, we cut it.
Could reuse it or something.
This is zip. Look, I have a bunch of zip tie, man. Here.
Yeah, but the shit looks fancy though. It's like it's cold right on.
Yeah.
Alright, fine. That's dead.
That's what zip ties are for.
Unplug this. Put on the side. Unscrew that. Unplug that. Yeah, that looked like it. Probably have to unplug that too. Put that in there. Here's this. Yeah, actually we can leave this on if we want to. Take that out. Hopefully this come right off. No? So everything is hot right now. The liquid is hot. This is hot. What we have to do is we have to take the IAC part out, which have two screws right here, and then one screw here, and then one screw down there. If you watch my previous video to cleaning the IAC part, they have all of that. So once you have that off, take this clamp off from this hose right here. This hose goes in here like this, and there's a clamp. You take that clamp off. You have to take this part off to pull this thing out. Kind of a duh, but you know, You take it out, you pull it out, it comes off easy. So now there's one more hose. Now take the intake off. And there's one more small hose right here. We do the same thing. Unplug it, take the clamp out, and we're just gonna try to pull it out. Alright? So let me do that and then we'll be right back. So we're gonna do 1 screw, 2 bolt, 3, and then there should be one more over here. That's 4. Just come right off.
Okay.
Alright, so we unscrew all 4 bolts or whatever. We leave this hose on. I don't think we need to take it off because we're having a hard time taking it off. Unscrew this. Basically we zip tied it so we hold the flap open. Got pretty tired of one guy holding the flap open and the other guy trying to clean it. Another advice, do when your car is cold. If your car is hot, put a lot of rack underneath the hoses because there are fluid in it. Once you take it out, the fluid's gonna spill out. We do have fluid spill out on this rack. And we take this hose off. And cover the top and the bottom, especially the top because you saw it spill up. Alright, what most people would have a problem is this hose.
Pin comes out.
Point to that hose. That hose right there. Sometimes when the hose sits for too long, it kind of seizes a little bit. So what we have to do is we have to kind of get a plier here on that, and grab onto the hose just a little bit. You don't want to grab too strong and you're gonna rip the hose off. You just hold it, wiggle it a little bit, so just so you see the hose moving just a little bit, and do that for the entire part, like from here to here, especially here. So when you start seeing it start moving, that's when you let it go and then you pull it with your hand. You just pull it straight out and it will comes off. Otherwise, if you just pull it by hand and you don't wiggle it, it's just gonna go anywhere. So that's a note. It's right here. We're just gonna use the plier, wiggle it a little bit, just so I can see it move. Just a little bit, like that. It's maybe too dark in the camera to see, but yeah. It comes right out. There's fluid inside, so watch out. Okay, we yanked it out and look at this. Pretty dirty. Smell kind of like oil. Alright. And that's the... I think I have it upside down. And that's the intake manifold. Pitch black. So is this pitch black. So we're just going to clean it with the carburetor cleaner, which is over here. Okay, we got it as clean as we could. As you can see the metal now, and as far as like my hand can go. And now we just put everything back the reverse order, and then we're good to go. The whole process took us, the whole taking out, cleaning, took us 15 minutes. So if you don't do this at home, you're just a lazy motherfucker. Okay, now the last step is to reset the ECU. So if you go under the driver fuse box, is on this column over here, and it's this one. The first one, first 7.5, right underneath the 15 is that one. Just say backup. That's the backup. And every time you want to reset your ECU, that's the fuse that you want to unplug. And so we got this this white thing here to remove the fuel. It comes with the car. I didn't know about it until somebody showed me. Got some extra fuel too, in case you blow out some. So I'm gonna go and remove it. Ooh! I think I forgot to turn off my radio.
What happened now?
My radio don't have a code. So we'll find out. You're supposed to turn off all electronics in your car, including radios, whatever you got, and unplug the fuel. Leave it for what, 30 seconds?
A minute.
Leave it for a minute, and then plug it back in. And that's it. And then turn on your car, let it run for 5 minutes, and the ECU reset itself. And that's it. Done.